We defied the experts. We bucked the elites. We ignored the chatter. We did it our way, the Florida way. And the result is that we are the #1 destination for our fellow Americans who are looking for a better life.
Welcome back to Red and Blue. I'm Weijia Jiang. That was Florida Governor Ron DeSantis earlier today delivering his State of the State address. This as the state kicks off its 60-day legislative session. Republicans hold a supermajority in both the state's House and Senate and are already working on a number of bills that could help DeSantis in a GOP primary for president. Among the bills that have already been filed, expanding gun rights, prohibiting state universities from diversity and inclusion statements, and a 6-week abortion ban. In today's speech, DeSantis seemed like he has his eyes set on the White House. Take a listen.
Don't worry about the chattering class. Ignore all the background noise. Keep the compass set to true north. We will stand strong. We will hold the line. We won't back down. And I can promise you this, you ain't seen nothing yet.
For more, let's bring in CBS News political reporter Aaron Navarro and Florida-based Republican political consultant Justin Sayfie. Justin has served in the administrations of 3 Republican presidents. And is it Sayfie or Sayfie?
Sayfie.
Sayfie, that's what I thought. Good.
Yep.
All right, so we just heard from Governor DeSantis, and he said, you ain't seen nothing yet. But
Right.
aren't Floridians about to see their governor leave the governorship to run for president?
Who knows? Maybe that's what he was talking about. No, I think that the Florida, say it was the first day of the Florida legislative session. They go for 60 days. If Governor DeSantis does run for president, I would characterize this as the non-campaign campaign. He's going to be campaigning by being a governor of a state and getting certain things through the Florida legislature, and that'll be the record that he'll run on if he does choose to run for president.
And that agenda, Aaron, is so packed. I mean, everything from gun rights to, as we talked about, new ideas about diversity and inclusion. Can you talk about how this could impact his run for president? Because a lot of these big ticket items are exactly what Americans are talking about, regardless of what state they're in.
That's right. It's a lot of base issues that could potentially appear in his stump when he's going to Iowa, when he's going to New Hampshire and talking to these Republican voters. But just to kind of tick through what is in an agenda that will really be pushed by the Republican legislators, more funding to transport undocumented migrants, permitless concealed carry, a 6-week abortion ban, as you mentioned, lawsuit reform, limits or bans on transgender care, which is especially going to be an issue that has been talked about by Republicans, regardless on if they're in Florida or not. It was a prevalent topic at CPAC in Washington, D.C. last week, the big conservative gathering here. So it's for DeSantis, it's padding his resume, as well as kind of giving respect to the voters that reelected him in 2022 of November. He says it's a vindication, but also an opportunity to kind of expand on some of the ideas that, obviously, given his 19-point win, he believes has broad support among Florida voters.
On Face the Nation on Sunday, our colleague Robert Costa interviewed Larry Hogan, who confirmed he was not going to jump into the race, in part because he didn't want to crowd the field too much, because he really wanted to give someone other than Trump a chance to win. What do you think about that strategy, sort of laying low? And also, you know, could this help DeSantis when he does finally toss his hat?
Sure. Well, I think if you look at any of the polls, which are very early, it shows that the more people are in the race for the Republican nomination for president, the better Donald Trump does. So the fewer, when it's more of a head-to-head matchup, and especially if it's a head-to-head matchup between Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump, that gives Ron DeSantis a much better chance of beating Trump. So I think for those people like Governor Hogan, former Governor Hogan, who has made his support known that he's not a Trump fan, I think for those anti-Trump, never-Trump Republicans, that's the best strategy if they want someone else to be the nominee other than Donald Trump, is to narrow the field as quickly as possible.
And DeSantis is clearly focusing on issues. He's trying to, focus on his policy rather than the fact that he's not Trump, right? I mean, does he have to do that? Is it enough to just not be Trump to beat Trump?
Well, I think what Governor DeSantis is doing is he's really occupying the populist wing of the Republican Party by some of these social issues. He's been very vocal on issues like immigration, on the gender issues, and others, abortion issues, gun issues, things like that, sending a message to Republican primary voters and Republican primary, if he decides to run for president, that he identifies with their issues and he's a champion for those issues. And I think that the actions of the Florida legislature will be, if he decides to run, something he can point to and say, I get things done, as opposed to other candidates that are simply talking about those things.
Right. And Aaron, he's going to take that message to Iowa on Friday on a book tour, but it's also, you know, could be unofficial campaigning. So what should we expect when he heads up there?
That's right. He'll be appearing at 2 interview-style events with Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds, who he has already kind of been in contact with. He hosted her at a retreat in Florida earlier this month. And he'll also be heading to Las Vegas, Nevada, another presidential primary state, the day after on Saturday. And this legislative session for him really kind of ties into this idea of a Florida blueprint. This is something he talks about. It's kind of in the branding of his book tour / quasi-campaign stops. And it's really just a way to kind of make the argument that making America Florida, taking what he's done in Florida and expanding that to the nation is part of DeSantis's pitch. And that's why this legislative session will be so important, because it adds to the bullet points of things that he can point to.
And this session is 60 days long. Justin, I know you're tired of answering this question, but is he going to announce right after it wraps up?
You know, no one really knows. He said that he'll get through the legislative session, then he'll focus on that decision. But no one expects him to make a decision before the Florida legislature completes its work, and that'll be the first week of May.
Okay. Justin Sayfie and Aaron Navarro, thank you both so much for joining us.